Yo. Alright, I just want to do a little follow-up on the Glock Gen 4. I found out a few things. I called Glock and talked to a pistol technician and got the facts, some of the facts. And I was right about why my pistol was fucking up. And I was wrong about ejectors are supposed to be straight. Some of them are supposed to be on an angle. Some of them are supposed to be straight. I'm going to give you a rough idea why. I'm not going to tell you exactly why because I don't know exactly what I'm saying, but what I'm going to tell you is true. Anyway, okay, here's the deal. Let me take out my fucking big ass George fucking Costanza fucking wallet. Isn't it amazing all the shit we gotta carry? The wallet, the cell phone, the fucking keys, the gun, the knife. Jesus God. Really? Anyway, let's get to that. It looks like shit. Let me make the gun safe because it is loaded. Love these Gen 4s, man. Love them. It's empty. Now, this is a 40 caliber. The 40 caliber ejector is supposed to be straight ahead, which it is. Okay. Let me see if I can find a pointer here. You fuck motherfuck. Who is that? That's my buddy. I gotta go. Be right back. Sorry about that. Real important phone call there. You notice every time I start to talk, I can't shoot off a sentence without stuttering. I just did it right there. I have a speech impediment, man. I must have. I have no coordination because I got big fat lips and a fat tongue, and they can't work with each other. You know what I mean? It's like two fat guys in a little skinny aisle in Wawa or like 7-Eleven, look like two pool balls. You know what I mean? Trying to pick out a candy bar. Anyway, I was talking to my friend. Oh, before I get back into this pretty funny story, I was talking to my friend. We were talking about being married and how the sex ain't what it used to be and all that. And we're talking about he's like, oh my man, I remember back in the day, my girlfriend, man, I used to get blowjobs before I went to work. I used to be walking in work all funny. I said, that ain't nothing. It's worse going to work with trails of trout. Everyone knows what that is. You guys got to get this down, what these words mean, because I'm going to have them on my coffee mugs. You're going to be wondering, what the hell's trails of trout mean? That's when you have sex with a nasty woman, and you're late, and you don't get a shower. You know what I mean? And your wiener smells like a fucking flounder. Okay. Anyway, the ejector on the 40 caliber, I'm not sure about the 357. A 40 caliber and a 357 is extremely similar. So I would say, my guess, the ejector on the 357 and the 40 caliber should be straight like this one. Now, the 9mm, which would be the Glock 17, the Glock 19, should be angled to the right. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you why. Why is because the Glock frame really, widthways don't fluctuate too much unless you hit the 45 ACP round. Then the Glocks get chunky, you know what I mean? But as far as like the 9mm and the 40 caliber, they don't fluctuate. Like the Glock 19 and the Glock 23, one's a 40 and one's a 9mm. But the frame size and width is pretty much the same. It's very, very close. It's pretty much the same. But the caliber's changing. So the caliber is a round brass round of ammunition, and you got the 40s this big, the 9mm might be this big, you know what I mean? So what happens is the ejector has to be in a certain spot. So when this goes from a 40 caliber to a 9mm caliber, This is going to be in a different spot because the round is smaller. So what they do is it's like they're steering it for different ammunition sizes. They're steering it. So the 40 caliber, 357, and probably the 45 ACP, I'm not sure because I haven't looked at one, probably are straight. And the 9mm, because the brass is a little smaller, a little narrower, is a little angled this way. Because it has to hit the brass in a certain spot for it to eject properly. That's as far as I can go with this, dudes. That's what I found out. So, what proves my point that I was right, my last Gen 4 Glock 23 40 caliber pistol, the last one I had, the one I was having all them problems with, the extractor was bent, and it wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be straight. Hello. That's why. That's why it wasn't working. It has to be why. Because the first thing I noticed when I was looking at that new gen for the first time, I'm like, man, look at the ejector, it's bent. And then the dude's like, oh, it's supposed to be that way. You know, the fucking dumb fuck behind the counter. You know, they're supposed to know everything. Trust me, man, a lot of them guys don't know shit. We know more than they do. They sell guns. They like guns. We're gun enthusiasts. We love guns. We know every little nook and cranny of a gun because we're crazy. We're crazy about them. They're not like that. Shit, there's so many times I walked in a gun shop and I said, hey, you know what I like about the Gen 4? The guy will say, what? I like the different finish on the slide. You know what he said? That ain't different. I said, sure it is. Look at it. He looked at it, he going, it looks the same to me. I said, well, put it next to a Gen 3. And he put it next to a Gen 3. He goes, oh, yeah, it is different. It's not as shiny. I said, yeah, it's completely different, dude. That's what I'm talking about. That's why, you know, what we do is it's something we're really passionate about. And it's a lot of fun connecting with everyone that's the same. You know what I mean? So, don't get me wrong. There's some gun shop owners that are like us. They're heavy-duty enthusiasts, and they like every little thing about a gun. But most of them ain't. They're just experienced gun guys that know about guns and they want to sell guns, and that's about as far as it goes. I want to thank shit, oh man, that trigger's nice now. I just put a 3.5 connector in there, put my triggers back in the rear, it's safe, loaded magazine in there, and I want to thank two people. I want to thank bperk80, and I want to thank Mr. Glock and Load. They sent me a couple Glock parts. Dudes, thanks so much. I really appreciate the Glock parts. Thank you. It's really, really nice of you guys to do that. It's unbelievable how cool people are on YouTube. It's amazing. Anyway, so I didn't want to forget them guys. Thank you for the connector. And what else? That's it. Let me know how you liked the update. Let me know if it helped you any, or if it was a big waste of friggin' time. See ya.